The mirror is a liar. Look into it. What do you see? A face that changes every day? Acne that appears out of nowhere? Hair that refuses to obey gravity? A body that feels awkward, too tall, too short, too soft, too hard? But worse than the physical reflection is the internal one. The voice in your head. The one that whispers, "You're not enough." The one that screams, "Everyone is watching you." The one that asks, "Who am I really?" You are standing on the edge of a cliff. Behind you is childhood, a place of safety, of rules made by others, of problems solved by parents. Ahead of you is adulthood, a vast, terrifying, exhilarating ocean of choices, consequences, and freedom. And you are falling. Most teenagers feel like they are free falling without a parachute. You are bombarded by messages from social media, teachers, parents, peers, and advertisers. They all tell you who you should be. Buy this, look like this, act like this, vote for this, hate that. In the noise, it is easy to lose yourself. It is easy to become a chameleon, changing colors to fit in, to survive, to be liked. But when you stop changing colors, when the lights go down and you are alone in your room, who is left? Sean Covey, in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens, offers you a parachute. Not a magic wand that makes life easy, but a toolkit that gives you control over the fall. He takes the timeless principles of effectiveness, principles used by CEOs, leaders, and historical giants, and translates them into a language you can understand, a language of real life. This is not a lecture. This is a survival guide. This is a map for navigating the most chaotic, beautiful, and transformative years of your life. We are going to walk through 7 habits, 7 shifts in mindset, 7 tools that will help you stop reacting to life and start creating it. Breathe. Stop falling. Start flying. Part 1. Private victory: mastering yourself before you can lead others. Before you can have great relationships, before you can change the world, you must master yourself. This is the private victory. It happens in the quiet moments. It happens when no one is watching. If you skip this part, if you try to build a skyscraper on a swamp, it will collapse. You cannot have public success without private victory. Habit 1. Be proactive. You're in the driver's seat. Imagine 2 people stuck in traffic. Person A is fuming. They are slamming the steering wheel. They are cursing the driver ahead. They are sweating. Their blood pressure is spiking. They are miserable. Why? Because they believe their happiness depends on the traffic moving. They are a victim of circumstance. Person B is calm. They are listening to a podcast. They are enjoying the extra time to think. They are relaxed. Why? Because they realize they cannot control the traffic, but they can control their reaction to it. They are the creator of their experience. Person A is reactive. Person B is proactive. Being proactive means realizing that you are responsible for your own life. It means understanding that between what happens to you, the stimulus, and how you respond, the response, there is a space. And in that space lies your freedom and your power to choose. Most teens live in reactive mode. My teacher is boring, so I won't study. My parents are nagging me, so I'll slam my door. My friends are doing drugs, so I will too. I'm just bad at math. These statements surrender power. They say, I am a leaf in the wind. Whatever blows, I go. Proactive teens live in creative mode. My teacher is boring, so I will teach myself the material. My parents are nagging me, so I will communicate with them calmly to solve the issue. My friends are doing drugs, so I will choose my own path. I'm struggling with math, so I will get a tutor or practice more. These statements claim power. They say, I am the driver. I choose my direction. The language you use reveals your mindset. Reactive language sounds like, I have to, I can't, if only, they make me so mad. Proactive language sounds like, I choose to, I can, I will, I control my feelings. But how do you shift from reactive to proactive? You focus on your circle of influence. Imagine 2 circles, one inside the other. The outer circle is your circle of concern. This includes things you worry about, but cannot control. The weather, the economy, what other people think of you, the past, the future, global politics, your genetics. The inner circle is your circle of influence. This includes things you can control. Your attitude, your effort, your words, your habits, your kindness, your study schedule. Reactive people focus on the circle of concern. They waste energy worrying about things they cannot change. As a result, their circle of influence shrinks. They feel powerless. Proactive people focus on the circle of influence. They pour their energy into things they can change. As a result, their circle of influence expands. They feel powerful. Think about a problem in your life right now. Is it in your circle of concern or your circle of influence? If it's outside, let it go. You cannot control it. If it's inside, act on it. Being proactive is not about being perfect. It is about taking responsibility. It is about admitting, I messed up. I chose poorly. But I can choose differently next time. When you stop blaming others, you start empowering yourself. You realize that you are not a victim of your life. You are the architect. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Write your own script. Imagine you are attending your own funeral. It is a strange thought, isn't it? Morbid, perhaps. But stay with me. You are lying in the casket. Your family, friends, teachers, and teammates are standing around you. They are going to speak about you. They are going to share memories. They are going to describe who you were. What do you want them to say? Do you want them to say, he was popular, but he was mean? Do you want them to say, she was smart, but she was lazy? Do you want them to say, he was funny, but he never stood for anything? Or do you want them to say, she was kind, she was loyal, she made us feel seen, she worked hard, she loved deeply, she made a difference? This exercise is not about death, it is about life. It is about defining your destination. Most people drift through life. They don't have a plan. They let other people write their script. They follow the crowd. They chase money, fame, or approval, thinking those things will bring happiness. But when they get there, they feel empty. Why? Because they climbed the ladder of success only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. Beginning with the end in mind means defining your mission statement. It means deciding what matters most to you. Your mission statement is like a personal constitution. It is a set of principles that guide your decisions. It is your compass. When you are confused, when you are pressured, when you are lost, you look at your compass. It tells you which way is north. How do you write a mission statement? Identify your values. What is important to you? Honesty, creativity, family, adventure, justice, faith? Pick 3 to 5 core values. Define your roles. Who are you? You are a son/daughter, a student, a friend, an athlete, an artist, a citizen. What does it mean to be excellent in each of these roles? Write your goals. What do you want to achieve in the long term? Not just next week, but in 5 years, in 10 years. Draft your statement. Combine these elements into a paragraph or a list. Keep it simple. Keep it real. For example, I am a person of integrity. I treat others with respect. I work hard to achieve my dreams. I am a loyal friend and a loving family member. I use my talents to help others. I never give up. Once you have your mission statement, read it every day. Memorize it. Let it sink into your subconscious. When you begin with the end in mind, you stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You stop trying to please everyone. You stop chasing shadows. You start building a life that is true to you. You become the screenwriter of your own movie, not just an extra in someone else's. Habit 3. Put first things first. Willpower and won't power. You have your values. You have your mission. You know where you are going. Now, you have to walk the path. This is the hardest part. This is where discipline meets desire. Put first things first is about prioritization. It is about organizing and executing around your most important priorities. It is the practical fulfillment of habits 1 and 2. Most teens manage their time poorly. They spend hours scrolling through TikTok. They procrastinate on homework until the last minute. They say yes to parties when they need to sleep. They let the urgent things drown out the important things. To understand this habit, you must understand the time management matrix. Imagine a box divided into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1. Urgent and important. These are crises, deadlines, emergencies, a broken leg, a test tomorrow that you haven't studied for. These things demand immediate attention. If you spend too much time here, you will be stressed, burned out, and exhausted. Quadrant 2. Not urgent but important. These are the things that build your future. Studying for a test that is 2 weeks away. Exercising. Building relationships. Writing your mission statement. Planning. Learning a new skill. These things do not scream for attention. No one is forcing you to do them. But they are the key to long-term success. Quadrant 3. Urgent but not important. These are interruptions. Most phone calls, some emails, other people's priorities, a friend calling you to gossip when you are trying to study. These things feel important because they are urgent, but they do not contribute to your mission. Quadrant 4. Not urgent and not important. These are time wasters. Mindless scrolling, excessive video games, gossip, trivial busy work. These things provide temporary escape but long-term regret. Most teens live in quadrants 3 and 4. They react to urgency. They waste time. Stressed teens live in quadrant 1. They are always putting out fires. Effective teens live in quadrant 2. The secret to effectiveness is to spend more time in quadrant 2. How do you do this? You schedule it. Don't just make a to-do list. A to-do list is a wish list. It doesn't account for time. Instead, use a weekly planner. At the start of each week, look at your roles: student, friend, athlete, etc. Identify the big rocks, the most important tasks for each role. Schedule them first. Then, fill in the gravel, the smaller tasks. Finally, let the sand, the small distractions, fill in the gaps. If you put the sand in first, there is no room for the big rocks. If you put the big rocks in first, the sand will fit around them. But scheduling is not enough. You need willpower. And more importantly, you need won't power. Won't power is the ability to say no. No to distractions. No to peer pressure. No to your own laziness. Saying no is painful. It feels like you are missing out. But every time you say no to something unimportant, you are saying yes to something important. Every time you say no to scrolling, you are saying yes to your dreams. Put first things first is not about being a robot. It is about being intentional. It is about protecting your time, because your time is your life. Part 2. Public victory. Working with others. You have mastered yourself. You are proactive. You have a mission. You manage your time. Now, you step into the world. You interact with others. This is the public victory. Many teens struggle here. They feel misunderstood. They fight with parents. They drama with friends. They feel lonely. The key to public victory is the abundance mentality. Most people have a scarcity mentality. They believe there is only so much success, love, and happiness to go around. If you win, I lose. If you are pretty, I am ugly. If you are smart, I am dumb. This mindset creates jealousy, competition, and insecurity. The abundance mentality believes there is plenty for everyone. Your success does not diminish mine. In fact, your success inspires me. We can both win. This mindset creates cooperation, trust, and joy. To achieve public victory, you must practice 3 habits. Habit 4. Think win-win. Life is a cooperative arena. Think win-win is a frame of mind and heart that seeks mutual benefit in all human interactions. It is not about being nice. It is not about being a pushover. It is about believing that there is a third alternative or solution that is better than what either party originally wanted. There are 6 paradigms of human interaction. Win-lose. I get my way, you don't. This is authoritarian. Do it my way or else. This creates resentment. Lose-win. You get your way, I don't. This is being a doormat. Whatever you want. This creates resentment and loss of self-respect. Lose-lose. If I can't win, you can't either. This is revenge. If I go down, I'm taking you with me. This destroys relationships. Win. I get what I want. I don't care about you. This is selfish. Win-win or no deal. If we can't find a solution that benefits us both, we agree to disagree respectfully. No hard feelings. This is the highest form of win-win. Win-win. We both get what we want. We collaborate. We create something new. In teenage life, win-lose is common. Parents versus teens. Teachers versus students. Popular kids versus everyone else. But win-win is the only sustainable model. How do you practice win-win? First, see the situation from the other person's perspective. Really try to understand their needs and fears. Second, identify the key issues and concerns. Third, determine what results would constitute a fully acceptable solution. Fourth, seek new options to achieve those results. For example, imagine you want to go to a party, but your parents want you to stay home and study. Win-lose. You sneak out. Result. Trust broken, punishment. Lose-win. You stay home and sulk. Result. Resentment. Poor studying. Lose-lose. You argue, ground yourself, and fail the test. Result. Disaster. Win-win. You propose a deal. I will study for 2 hours now with my phone off. Then, I will go to the party for 2 hours and come home by midnight. If I don't keep my word, I accept the consequences. This requires courage and consideration. Courage to express your needs, consideration to respect theirs. Think win-win is not a technique. It is a philosophy of human interaction. It is the belief that we are all connected, that when you help me rise, you rise with me. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. The diagnostic before the prescription. You have a problem with your best friend. You are angry. You want to explain your side. You want them to know how much they hurt you. So you talk. You talk fast. You talk loud. You interrupt. You defend. You accuse. And your friend does the same. 2 monologues. No dialogue. No understanding. Just noise. Habit 5 is the most important habit for communication. It is simple, but it is incredibly difficult. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Most people listen with the intent to reply, not to understand. They are filtering everything through their own experiences. They are preparing their argument while the other person is still talking. They are not listening. They are waiting. To truly understand, you must practice empathic listening. Empathic listening is listening with your eyes, your heart, and your ears. It is listening for feeling, for meaning, for behavior. It is getting inside another person's frame of reference. It is not sympathetic listening, feeling sorry for someone. It is not active listening, repeating what they said. It is empathic listening, feeling with them. When you listen empathically, you give the other person psychological air. You validate their feelings. You show them that they matter. Try this next time you are in a conflict. Stop talking. Look the person in the eye. Listen. Then reflect back what you heard. It sounds like you feel hurt because I forgot your birthday. Is that right? Do not offer advice. Do not defend yourself. Just listen. When the other person feels understood, their defense mechanisms drop. Their anger dissipates. They become open to hearing your side. Only then, after you have truly understood, do you seek to be understood. Express your ideas clearly. Be concise. Be honest. Be respectful. But remember, understanding precedes influence. You cannot influence someone who does not feel heard. This habit transforms relationships. It turns enemies into friends. It turns arguments into conversations. It turns isolation into connection. Be the person who listens. In a world of noise, be the silence that hears. Habit 6. Synergize together is better. Synergy is the concept that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. 1 plus 1 equals 3 or 10 or son. Synergy is not compromise. Compromise is 1 plus 1 equals 1.5. Both sides give up something. Synergy is 1 plus 1 equals 3. Both sides gain something new. Synergy happens when you value differences, Most teens stick with people who are like them. Same clothes, same music, same opinions. This is comfortable, but it is not creative. Creativity comes from diversity, from different perspectives, from different strengths. Imagine a basketball team. If everyone is a point guard, they will lose. They need centers, forwards, defenders. Each player has a unique role. When they work together, they win. Synergy is about finding the third alternative. Remember the win-win mindset. Synergy is the result of win-win communication. When you synergize, you brainstorm. You throw out ideas. You build on each other's thoughts. You say yes and instead of no, but you celebrate differences. You realize that someone who thinks differently than you is not wrong, they are just different. And that difference might be the key to solving the problem. Synergy requires trust. It requires openness. It requires the courage to be vulnerable. It is scary to share your ideas. It is scary to admit you don't know. But when you do, magic happens. Look for synergy in your group projects, in your family decisions, in your friendships. Don't just tolerate differences. Celebrate them. Leverage them. Together, you can achieve what you could never achieve alone. Part 3. Renewal. Sharpening the saw. You are working hard. You are practicing the habits. You are succeeding. But you are tired. You are burning out. Why? Because you forgot habit 7. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Balance feels best. Imagine a woodcutter sawing down a tree. He is working hard. He is sweating. But the saw is dull. It is taking him hours to cut through the trunk. Someone asks, "Why don't you stop and sharpen the saw?" He replies, "I don't have time. I'm too busy sawing." This is most teens. You are too busy studying, too busy socializing, too busy scrolling, too busy stressing to take care of yourself. But if you don't sharpen the saw, you will break. Sharpening the saw means preserving and enhancing the greatest asset you have. It means renewing yourself in 4 dimensions: physical, social/emotional, mental, and spiritual. 1. Physical renewal. Take care of your body. Eat well. Sleep. Sleep is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Your brain consolidates memory while you sleep. If you are sleep deprived, you are operating at 50% capacity. Exercise reduces stress. It releases endorphins. It makes you feel alive. Eat food that fuels you, not food that slows you down. 2. Social/emotional renewal. Connect with others. Build relationships. Serve others. Laugh. Cry. Share. Spend time with people who lift you up. Practice empathy. Give back. Volunteer. Help a neighbor. Service gives life meaning. 3. Mental renewal. Keep learning. Read books. Create. Step away from screens. Engage in deep thinking. Learn a new skill. Play an instrument. Code. Paint. Feed your mind with quality content, not junk. 4. Spiritual renewal. Connect with your core values. Meditate. Pray. Spend time in nature. Reflect on your mission statement. Find peace. Spirituality is not necessarily religious. It is about connecting to something bigger than yourself. It is about finding your center. Balance is not about doing equal amounts of each every day. It is about attending to each dimension regularly. If you neglect your physical health, your mental health suffers. If you neglect your spiritual health, your emotional health suffers. It is all connected. Make time to sharpen the saw. It is not wasted time. It is investment time. When you are renewed, you are more effective. You are happier. You are more resilient. The journey continues. We have covered the 7 habits. Be proactive. Begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. Think win-win. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Synergize. Sharpen the saw. But knowing them is not enough. You must live them. This is not a checklist. It is a spiral. You will revisit these habits again and again. Each time, you will understand them deeper. Each time, you will apply them better. You will fail. You will slip back into reactive mode. You will forget your mission. You will procrastinate. You will argue. You will burn out. That is okay. Forgive yourself. Learn from it. Start again. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. A cinematic vision of your future. Close your eyes. Imagine it is 5 years from now. You are walking across a stage. You are graduating college or starting a business or launching a project. You are confident. You are calm. You look out at the audience. You see your parents. They are proud, not because you are rich or famous, but because you are happy, because you are kind, because you are true to yourself. You see your friends. They are successful too, not because they competed with you, but because you synergized. You lifted each other up. You look at your hands. They are strong. You took care of your body. You sharpened your saw. You look at your mind. It is sharp. You kept learning. You stayed curious. You look at your heart. It is full. You listened. You understood. You loved. You did not drift. You did not follow the crowd. You wrote your own script. You began with the end in mind. And now you are there. Open your eyes. That future is not a dream. It is a choice. It is a choice you make today. It is a choice you make when you wake up tomorrow. It is a choice you make when you are tempted to scroll. It is a choice you make when you are angry. It is a choice you make when you are tired. Choose wisely. Interactive reflection. Your personal action plan now, it is your turn. I want you to take out a piece of paper or open a note on your phone. Step 1. The proactive pause. Identify one area of your life where you feel like a victim. Is it school? Parents? Write it down. Now, rewrite it using proactive language. Reactive. My mom nags me about cleaning my room. Proactive. I choose to keep my room clean so I can have peace and respect from my mom. Step 2. The mission draft. Write 3 words that define who you want to be. Just 3. Examples. Kind, brave, curious, loyal, creative, strong. Write them down. Stick them on your mirror. Step 3. The big rock. Look at your week ahead. What is one big rock, one important non-urgent task that you need to schedule? Is it studying for a test? Calling a grandparent? Going for a run? Schedule it. Right now. Put it in your calendar. Step 4. The empathy challenge. Think of someone you are having trouble with. Someone you disagree with. Today, I challenge you to listen to them. Really listen. Don't interrupt. Don't defend. Just listen. Ask them. Help me understand your perspective. See what happens. Step 5. The saw sharpening. What is one thing you can do today to sharpen your saw? Read for 10 minutes. Take a walk. Meditate for 5 minutes. Do it. Share your 3 words in the comments below. Let's see who we are becoming. I am word 1, word 2, and word 3. Let's build a community of effective teens. Let's support each other. Let's rise together. Deep dive. The trap of social media. We must address the elephant in the room. Social media. Social media is designed to hijack your habits. It is designed to keep you in quadrant 4, not urgent, not important. It is designed to make you reactive. It triggers your dopamine loops. It makes you compare yourself to others. Scarcity mentality. It makes you feel inadequate. To be an effective teen in the digital age, you must be intentional about your technology use. Be proactive. Turn off notifications. Do not let your phone buzz you. You decide when to check it. Begin with the end in mind. Ask yourself, why am I opening this app? What is my purpose? If you don't have a purpose, don't open it. Put first things first. Schedule your social media time. Do not let it bleed into your study time or sleep time. Think win-win. Use social media to connect, not to compete. Celebrate others' successes. Seek first to understand. Read comments with empathy. Remember, there is a human behind the screen. Synergize. Use technology to collaborate. Create content together. Solve problems together. Sharpen the saw. Take digital detoxes. Unplug. Reconnect with the real world. Technology is a tool. Do not let it become your master. The power of small wins. You might feel overwhelmed. 7 habits? It sounds like a lot. Start small. Pick one habit. Just one. Maybe this week you focus on habit 1. Be proactive. Catch yourself every time you complain. Reframe it. Next week, focus on habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Get 8 hours of sleep. The next week, habit 5. Listen. Small wins compound. Do not try to change everything at once. You will fail. Change one thing. Master it. Then move to the next. Final thoughts. You are the leader of your life. Leadership is not a title. It is not a position. It is a choice. You are the leader of your life. You have the power to choose your attitude. You have the power to define your mission. You have the power to prioritize your time. You have the power to build win-win relationships. You have the power to listen. You have the power to synergize. You have the power to renew yourself. No one can take that power away from you unless you give it away. Do not give it away. Hold it tight. Use it wisely. The world needs you. Not the fake, filtered, insecure version of you, but the real, authentic, effective you. The world needs your voice, your ideas, your kindness, your leadership. So, step up. Take the wheel. Drive. The road is long. The journey is yours. Make it a good one. Conclusion. The legacy of effectiveness. As we close this chapter on the 7 habits of highly effective teens, remember that these principles are not just for teenagers. They are for life. Jeffrey, Sean Covey's father, wrote the 7 habits of highly effective people. Sean adapted them for teens. But the truth is, these habits are universal. They are timeless. You can carry them with you into college, into your career, into your marriage, into your parenthood. If you master these habits now, you will be ahead of 90% of the adult population. Think about that. Most adults are reactive. Most adults do not have a mission. Most adults are disorganized. Most adults are competitive. Most adults do not listen. Most adults work in silos. Most adults are burned out. You have the opportunity to be different. You have the opportunity to be effective. Effectiveness is not about being busy. It is about being meaningful. It is about living a life that matters. So, go forth. Be proactive. Begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. Think win-win. Seek first to understand. Synergize. Sharpen the saw. And watch your life transform. Not overnight, but atom by atom, habit by habit, day by day. You are capable of greatness. Believe it. Live it. Be it. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Now, go out there and lead. The world is waiting.